Just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Unable to connect there on the pass play. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. That is caught. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Into the red zone now, Manning. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
Manning now on 1st down. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants take it right down and score on the... Opening drive. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Over the middle here to Donnell. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, fully healed from that shoulder injury last season. It's the 14-year veteran, Tony Romo.
One of the best ways to sum up Tony Romo, from undrafted to invaluable. The Cowboys need him on the field, under center, to realize their dreams of trying to get to the Super Bowl.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And now we've got whistles. I think we had a defender too eager to go for the block.
Encroachment, defense.
Now the 6-year man, Chris Jones, on to punt it away. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head. And shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the head coach.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Romo on third down. He's got time. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. 1 quarter down. It's a close game here early on. Back to MetLife Stadium. Setting a... Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
You better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Cruz has it over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really... game for a receiver, so he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Toss play to Jennings. as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis. And it's caught. Touchdown. Victor Cruz there to make the grab. And the Giants add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Romo surveying the field. Look at the time. So he couldn't find his man there as it falls to the ground. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Romo throwing again. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Romo here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll have now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. Here's Romo now on second down. This one complete to Devon Street. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On first down, Romo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's the big offseason signing from Miami, Olivier Vernon. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we come upon halftime with 9 points. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Romo. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry.